Atlanta News First starts now.
The weekend is fast approaching. Let's face it, we're all counting down, right? But this could be the perfect time for an outdoor feast. All right, with this great weather that we've been dealing with and that we've been embracing, you may want to grab a basket and maybe head to the park because National Picnic Day is kicking off on Sunday.
So a lot of different ways to enjoy a meal outdoors, but this lady, Natalie King, has added her own unique signature on a picnic. Welcome. We're getting kind of saucy today because you're known as the Sauce Maven. Explain that. Where did that come from?
Well, thank you, first of all, for having me. And I have the best job in the world. Okay. Not only getting saucy as Sauce Maven, but cooking up a better world through my small business, Global Hearth. So I get to bring folks together for fun, interactive food experiences, to build teamwork and for networking and to learn about our community and to support local businesses. So it's a lot of fun. I kind of became the Sauce Maven because I had a refrigerator line of sauces, but none of them reflected the flavors of my childhood, growing up in Smyrna, Georgia, going to the state fairs, going fishing at Lake Allatoona, eating mom's hot Hunan catfish, just whatever was, at the local Winn-Dixie. So I couldn't find the right flavor profile. So I kind of let my taste buds lead the way to develop my own sauce line.
That is so incredible. I'm impressed, just taking a look even at the cover of the book. I haven't even gotten on the inside of it, but really cool because it's called Egg Rolls and Sweet Tea. So how'd you come up with the name and what's on the inside of the book?
Well, those are two of my favorite foods, and it kind of represents me in a way because egg roll represents my Asian ethnic heritage, and who doesn't like a fried egg roll? And also, sweet iced tea is part of my Southern heritage. Again, just growing up here locally, playing outdoors a lot. I mean, my memories of my childhood and the food are around being outdoors, sucking the nectar out of honeysuckles, playing in the muscadine vines in my backyard that my dad built with 2x4s. Going to state fairs and those favorite foods that we love, and then whatever my mom was cooking up in her favorite skillet, which was a cast iron, skillet, not a wok.
Not a wok.
Lots of fresh flavors, right? Peaches, boiled peanuts, those are all part of my childhood.
See, that is so fascinating to me because I'm Indian. I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee, so I also have that ethnic kind of, I'm Southern, but I'm Indian, so I'm
the flavor,
so it's a little flavor of both.
Right. I love the moon pies.
The moon pies in Tennessee are
moon
great.
Pies and fried peach pies.
That's exactly right. The sauces are kind of a reflection of both of your cultures as well, right?
Right. I mean, it's not like we had any of the fancy terminology, the fusion, the hybrid, organic. It was just what was fresh. The sweet chili peach is what I love, the sweet and sour, but I wanted something natural without any of the junk. And so it has the lemon, the orange, and the peaches. And then the soy ginger vidalia is really my grandmother's kind of stir-fry, do-everything recipe, which just puts a whole basket of fresh ingredients into one bottle. And then the teriyaki Asian barbecue is just good with almost everything, especially chicken.
Can you take a Southern recipe and put a little Asian flavor to it? Can you give it a little twist?
Well, I brought some with me.
Okay.
I mean, the harissa edamame, is something that is kind of a little twist with some North African Moroccan spices with a little touch of sesame, which actually traces its way from Africa.
Right.
So I just love the parallels and intersections that you discover through food. The black sesame croissants, kind of inspired by my first trip to Paris, but also the black sesame was one of my grandma's favorites that kept our hair shiny and black. So that's kind of a mix between European and Southern. And also the spring rolls. I mean, just having the fresh basil spring rolls has a little bit of Thai flavor, but then you can put some local fresh mint and basil. And then with the sauces, you have a little touch of the peanut sauce or the peaches as well.
And when you think about National Picnic Day, which we know is Sunday, I mean, we always see these, but nowadays, and I will be honest with you, sometimes I bring my picnic stuff in a bag, like from Publix or anything like that. So this is a little more on the fancy side, and I love it. But what do you say to folks, who are going to be enjoying the day, just about how important it is to keep that tradition alive, because we know this stems back some decades and centuries, actually.
Sure. I mean, I think these days you have to meet people where they are, right? We're all juggling, but we still like to try to eat healthy.
Yeah.
So I think utilizing the seasonal fresh ingredients, all the wonderful farmers markets that we have, like the edamame, or if you're making spring rolls, to add a little bit of local vegetables, you know, like a bok choy, or just collard greens.
Yeah.
Like just cut up your collard greens and stick it in. And I think it's all right to do semi-homemade. You know, you can make, obviously, croissants from scratch. You can also do a little shortcut with a little, you know, pre-made dough, right? I mean, so there's ways to make it fun and fusion and healthy at the same time. And the edamame pods are compostable, right? So you can just make sure you kind of put them in the side of the park.
Bottom line is, take what you love, take what makes you happy, which you obviously do, and it's all in that cookbook.
Just right
there. Egg rolls and sweet tea available for pre-order right now. So thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
So great to have you. All right, so let's talk about the weather. We know the weather's going to be nice today. Courtney, hopefully we've got some good weather for Sunday as well, so folks can get out there and enjoy the picnic.